Hi everybody, Gothic Sugar here. I've got a quick FYI for you. Popcorn and Earl Grey tea is not a good combination. Okay. I wanted some tea and I had Earl Grey, and I also have like black tea, which is what I would normally drink with popcorn, but I wanted something decaf and that's all I had. So yeah, I should have eaten it with these, which are delicious. I don't know if it's going to show up backwards for you guys or not, but they are Walker's cookies. They do not have anything in them that should not be in them. It's wheat flour, butter, sugar, salt. That's it. Let me slow down with that. Wheat flour, butter, sugar, and salt. They are so good, especially if you don't really like a lot of sweet stuff, because there's just shortbread cookies. But yeah, I don't really have an idea for today's video. For day 4, I initially just did some plant footage because I was checking on my plants. My okra is dead. It froze. It got below freezing. It was like 26 degrees Fahrenheit, and so they were dead, or at least I thought they were. I cut them open and they were still green inside. So, but I cut them to the ground, so hopefully it'll be like my bell peppers and it'll come back up. My carrots are great. And my onions. I thought they would be bigger than they are by now, but I'm not like amending anything. It's everything that I had been throwing in the soil is what was in the soil when I planted those. So from seed. Pretty much everything that I've planted has been from seed. Last year I planted things from cuttings of other things, and this year it was all from seed, so I'm really happy about that. So I want to get that footage out and show you guys. I'm not showing you my whole garden because it's not a big garden at all, but I did want to show a couple of things, so it's pretty cool. And my neighbors are okay with it, or at least no one's complained yet, so that's good. It's in the front yard because our backyard has way too many trees. And when I had planned the garden initially, I was thinking about how it looked when I was younger, but I didn't take into account that the trees grew quite a bit, so it's way too shaded back there for anything to really like flourish. I think like 3 years ago I had like beans, mint, and potatoes back there. Those did okay, but nothing like really big. Can't do that. So yeah, and let's see. Not much is going on today. I have a day 3 video that I'm going to post. I don't know why I'm posting these late. We'll just say I was tired. But it's like the saga of what's been going on lately. I ended up getting hurt somewhere, and so I've been like trying to document that. I mentioned it in that video, so I'm not going to spoil it. But basically, I finally got an answer from someone yesterday. So I've got to respond to that and let them know that they're the ones who told me that they were my new handler for that thing. And ask them why, if I'm not. It's supposed to be under them, so yeah. That's pretty much it, really. Unless you guys want to see a mask I made. I made this one back over the summer. It's so dark. Okay, there. Let me do it like this. I had to hand sew it. I have a sewing machine, but it doesn't work. It was a Singer Confidence. I have no confidence in it. And so I bought it back in, I think it was like 2011, 2010. On my main channel, I did a video where I made a scent pouch, and it worked for that and like one other thing, and then it just quit on me, and I'm just like, so apparently the timing on those machines is notorious for going out for any conceivable reason. So, well, the way they said it was like inconceivable reason, but I think what they said was when you turn the knob on the side, which, I mean, people do, the timer will go off. or if something's going on with the bobbin, the timer goes off, which basically means that the needle is not going to line up. So say this is the needle and this is the feed dog plate with the where the bobbin is, okay, where you have to drop it, because the way a sewing machine works, for those who don't know, is like it'll go down into the plate, snatch around the bobbin, pull the thread up, and that's how you sew, and it goes like that. So this one, not doing that. So I had it, I thought I had gotten rid of it, but you know, when COVID happened and everyone was making masks, I thought, okay, maybe I can make a little pocket change making masks or whatever, and also make some for myself, you know, and my family. Excuse me. So what I did was I went and we were looking for sewing machines. None. Everybody was sold out. The two things I wanted, everyone was sold out. Sewing machines and roller skates. Because at that time, I really wanted to skate. I still do, but I don't know if I can now. The video from day 3 is going to explain that. So, yeah. So with that being said, I ended up finding out that I didn't throw out my sewing machine, and it had been in our living room the entire time. So I pulled that out and find out that it did in fact come on, because I thought it wasn't coming on anymore, because it hadn't for a while because of the thing that was going on with the bobbin. So it would go on and come off and go on and come off. Or not the bobbin, the timing, I'm sorry. So it went on and came off, went on and came off. And then we went to the store after watching several YouTube videos on how to fix what was going on with it, because I Googled and it said something about the timing, which is how I knew about that. And someone actually showed how to fix it. So they got an Allen wrench. So I have one in here. Hold on. Okay. This is an Allen wrench, for those who do not know. And so we went and got a kit of Allen wrenches with varying sizes from the smallest to the biggest you can get in that kit. And so I ended up using 2 or 3 different ones on the sewing machine. And I would turn the thing and the needle would move. So like this is where it's supposed to be, right? Like in here. When I turned it, it would move either here, or it would get just to right here, but never actually where it was supposed to be, which of course is frustrating. So I can't use the machine. And so now it's like, that's how I feel about it. So I got to get a new sewing machine eventually. But yeah, I ended up making this one by hand. These are the stitches that you cannot see because it was painstaking. Ooh, yes. And this is the inside. Now, I hate that I had to do this, but you know, it works. It also needs to be washed apparently. But I made it too thick too. So it's 5 layers thick with very, very thick cotton with I forget the thread count if there was even listed, but it's very thick. It's 5 layers. So I do not really wear this out in public, but unless, you know, I don't have my other ones. But yeah. And then I have this one that I'm working on. So happy about this one. Okay, I'm just gonna, is that gonna make that fall over? Ooh, okay. My little rinky dink sewing box. Isn't it great? Why do I call it rinky dink? You know how you buy something and you're like, oh, this is gonna be really good, and then you find out that it wasn't the quality you thought it was? That's why I call it that. So, yeah. This is the new one I'm making. Really excited about it. But I had to rip the stitches out and start over on the sides because the folds were going both up and down. They're supposed to all go in one direction, which is down. And so that's what I did. But yeah, this one is just 2 layers, like, because I realized common sense. So, all right, there we go. This is the back layer, solid color. And then the front is the Care Bears. Because I am a grown woman and I like Care Bears, gosh darn it. Yeah. So when I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is flip the edges over, hem it, and then make a channel for the elastic to go through, which I got somewhere around here. But yeah, I got that at Joann's. It was like, I think their elastic is like 99 cents a yard. So I have this stuff, which was elastic that I already had, but it is really uncomfortable. The one that I got from them is like really soft. Really soft. And then I've got like bins of fabric to use for masks, which I want to do because, you know, that's why I bought it. It's just, I really didn't feel like sewing them by hand, but I will. And it gives me something to do. And I'm also, okay, this is a hobby video. I've also taken up quilting. Hand sewing quilts. Yay. So far I've gotten 2 squares finished. One I'm probably going to have to rip out and do over because I was in a mood that day and I was sewing because it was making me feel better, but I wasn't really paying attention to the sewing, so it's all like, which is not a good look for a quilt square. And I use handkerchiefs on that because they're cheap. They were really cheap. They're like $1 a piece. And then this I ended up paying, I think it was like not even $3 for this, because I got half a yard of fabric, I believe, for that. And it was on sale that day because saving money, even though you need stuff, is very important. So yeah, that's that. And maybe I'll do some videos about that if anybody wants to know. Why did I get into quilting? Well, 3 things that I wanted to do. Sorry about the noise. Are quilting, soap making, candle making. Those are just like 3 old-timey things that I've always wanted to do. And then also making my own clothes. I've wanted to do that since I was a kid. But I got into quilting because I was watching a bunch of homestead videos. And one person that I watched, Ms. Wolfie of Our Half Acre Homestead, she was quilting. And I was like, I want to learn how to do that. You know, and then I learned about the Quilters of Gee's Bend. And I was just like, that is so cool. So there's that. And then I found out that my great aunt, well, I mean, I already knew this. Let me not act like I just found out. She made stuff, like a lot of stuff. So I kind of want to do that too. It makes me feel good. But yeah, so there's that. But this is one of the scarves that I was using for the quilt. This is the one that I saved for me to wear. But yeah, I've got these, and I bought, I don't remember how many I got, but I got quite a few of these and some black scarves as well, and I'm making quilts with that. When my mom found out, she was like, I thought you were gonna use the whole thing. No, I have a pattern in mind, and that's what I'm gonna do, you know. So that's what's going on with that. And yeah, that's the vlog for today, I guess. Just rambling, because that's what I do. And somebody clicked to watch it, so thank you for watching. Bye.